Twitch stream is up. Looks like it is, alright.
Kapitein Bronin! Strasjön! Gelovik Orkester! Back on the beat. Robert! The other one! Imitadze! Imitadze!
Offering.
Why am I sitting like this? Try mod view on Twitch. Sharpen your sword. Mod view is a new channel mode that provides all the tools you need to keep your community safe. Click the sword below to get started. Why do I have to click a sword? Oh shit, it is like, it's just Streamlabs. What the fuck? Okay. That's weird, I guess. Alright. I mean, this is kind of cool. But yeah, they added Streamlabs to Twitch. That's pretty cool. What up, Dr. PhD? What's brackin', blood? Oh, but it's not all the way to the side. I need it to be to... Can I, like... Okay, I can redo the layout, right? No? If I close this, how the fuck? Okay, yeah, now I think... I don't like... Because I only have one monitor, so I can't actually, like... I'm not a huge fan of this layout, actually. If I could change it to be more on the side... Because, yeah, this is made for people with two monitors. I can't see anything. Yeah, this is better. What am I streaming at anyway? 1080? Okay. I just gotta increase the bitrate at some point, but I don't know if Frank's comfortable with me doing that. Or if the channel's allowed to do that even. Fuck that up somewhere. Or that's just RNG signals. Alright, we'll give this like another 5 minutes before we jump into the matches, just make sure everyone is around. Oh, I gotta open up the fucking group chat on Steam. Where is that? Here it is. And then when I make a lobby, I'll put the lobby link in. That's too far. So how do Huh. How do you do that then? Oh, yeah. There's only so many buttons. I have to look up that combo again. Damn, I'm really fucking this up. Wow, I'm really fucking this up. Damn, I cannot fly today. wrong. Fuck, I did it wrong. God damn it. Wow, I really cannot get that.
Oh, keep going. We just that good part.
Flying clips are so annoying in this game because you just have to mash out of them. What size do I make this? 3, right? And then 3 private slots. These are all weird ass names. I guess we'll do this one. Oh, I've never done this before either. Yeah, I've never done that. We should do that at some point. Whatever. What do you mean, which version? Your local dunce? I don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, a GGPO test. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the new one too. Use that. It seems to be better. It just seems to be better. How the fuck do I add my lobby thing again? Or is it just bugging out and not giving me the link thing? Because that might also be the case. Oh, shift tab, that's it. Post that here. I'll post that in the chat room. Okay, and that should be everything, I think. All right. Yeah, I think this should be everything we need to have a successful stream. So what up, everybody? This is Skullgirls Get Gr8. Y'all know the deal. My name is Kenji. Some of you might know me as Show You Ramen. And so we're gonna just hop in to our beginners bracket. I think someone said that they're gonna be late, so I should like skip them. Let me see. Dark Blue Spark, so he's gonna be late, but I should be able to make it by the 3rd match, so I'll just make him the 3rd match, whoever he was. Oh, they were gonna be first. Okay. So we're gonna need Thok and your local dunce up on stream, please. If you could let me know if that lobby link works. Thok and your local dunce, please. Also, if there's any problems with the audio, please let me know. If my voice is too low, if game audio is too loud, just let me know. So yeah, we're waiting on Thok. For the first match of our beginner's break. Oh, he came and then he pieced out. He got shook real quick. Oh man, I'm like hunched over. Isn't it that you can play with whatever version anyway? It's just like you don't actually get the gains. Oh, it's his version mismatch. Yeah, so we're playing on the new GGPO test. So if you go to the Skullgirls like news screen, it'll tell you how to update it. Is there a link? Yeah, just copy this URL. Do this. It'll make the connection better. I used it. I played Lamba last night. If y'all don't know who Lamba is, y'all better know who Lamba is soon. Like I deadass think he's one of the best players of Skullgirls like ever. He's so good. And I would like playing. I mean, he plays Peacock, so I don't like playing him. But like, it was always good to play him. But his internet was always so bad. And like, but yesterday, me and him played a couple sets, and it was actually like, it was fine. You know, it was as good as any other online match. You know, still online, but So you're missing like a frame here or there, but it was good. Like I could actually like get a good 10 or so games in with Wanda. I don't know. Really? I haven't heard anyone saying that it was like deteriorating anything, because according to like these notes, it shouldn't. It shouldn't make anything worse. I mean, but that's why he's testing it, right? Yeah. I mean, this is like essentially this is like adaptive delay based netcode. Right, it's like, hey, when it gets like, when the rollback becomes too intense, or the rollback is like past the parsing delay, like the rollback can't parse past the delay, it'll actually just delay it by eliminating the frame skip. At least that's how I read it. I don't know, like, I don't know shit about coding or any of that shit, but like, that's what it seems. So like, it's just like, yeah, sometimes it'll actually delay. This rollback based game will delay sometimes so that like you don't lose frames. Alright, going into this game, first game of our beginner's bracket, gotta set my expectations accordingly. These are some weird-ass duos, but we'll let it rock. We're doing full jump air dashes, and forward heavy kick. Alright, we're just pressing buttons, and we're just not blocking. Alright, we got a little bit of a B&B. Full reach and grab reset. Could've got match on.
Do it myself. Weak.
And we're just backing off. Alright. Fuck through.
Leave my side.
That has to have been a mistake. I doubt you're snapping on purpose on that situation. Raw sweep. Not very good to do. So you don't want to do, like, for the most part, while you're right next to someone, you don't want to do your heavy buttons for the obvious reason that they're slow and punishable, right? So, like, there's no reason to do them over your faster buttons. We got a combo? I went for an overhead reset. Running Excel with Parasol? Like, interesting choice. This isn't enough to kill, I don't think. Yeah, just using it for the knockdown, I guess? So, Doc, since they use OTG, you can tech there. When you hit the ground, if you press that button and forward, you can tech forward or backwards. And what that does is, it, like, whatever undis you have, it cuts it in half, but you get to move after you get knocked down, which can be pretty good, because there's almost nothing in the game that can cover both tech options simultaneously. And even the ones that do, they're like incredibly weak, like they're not strong mix-ups, or they don't lead to like meaningful damage. So I don't know anything that can, like, I don't know, maybe some stuff with Peacock Assist, but like, again, like it's very hard to confirm those things. And you should be, so like, you should always tech. Like, there's very few situations that aren't burst-based where you shouldn't tech. Also, if you're gonna round start DP like that, which again is like a super hard read, so I wouldn't recommend doing it a lot, but you want to do the heavy ones because that'll actually read. Doing the light DP has no range and a really small hitbox. Also, you gotta finish the combo. We're just gonna go into super because we don't know how to do resets. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so you got the B&B. Again, you're gonna want to start doing resets at some point. You definitely don't want to spend more meter than you have to, because like meter's reversals in this game, and reversals are fucking broken. So like, you don't want to just do. Also, so Dunce, you just ran into like the dick loops, the wiener spinny, And so that shows that you have to press that button twice and it's very slow. And so you have to look at what your opponent is doing. You can't just jump in and be like, well, I hope whatever I press works. Like, you have to see what they're doing because that's a very slow move and you just ran into it also. Because it had already been put out and then you got hit by it. So you gotta make sure you're looking at what your opponent is doing and not just pressing buttons like to press them. Again, I mean, you guys just gotta play the game more. Like, yeah, you guys are kind of just pressing some buttons at pretty random spots. Okay, that's some good jab spacing there. Although I think I still could have got beat extended, but you can't press normals there. I'm assuming this isn't there, and a hard read A-Train. Again, like, I don't really recommend going for A-Train unless there's a reason you suspect that they'll, like, be there. Not just, oh, well, they might jump because everyone jumps. I don't think that's a really good reason, because you can get destroyed for a wrong A-Train read, especially, like, there where you're not spacing it. You're just, like, hoping that it hits. Because if it hits, what do you get? You get, like, a hard knockdown, I guess? Like, that's what you really... I mean, if you want to cash out the level 3 damage, you can, but then you have no meter, and Parasol's full screen against you, so you're losing. Like, there's really not... Like, the risk reward's really not in your favor, and you're just going for all these hard read options, like... Because, yeah, you don't have to think about them, right? That's the easy part, but then... That's why they're bad, is because, like... Because you don't have to think about them, they're just, like... They're not especially strong.
Gentlemen and ladies, it's time to fight!
Yeah, you can't end your your string there. Usually if you end your string on a medium, that's unsafe. Usually, and especially on Eliza. Eliza doesn't have a lot of really safe buttons because her specials tend to be safer and she's good against push blocks. Yeah, so you gotta confirm. Yeah, again, ending on a medium, get grabbed. It's a pretty good punish, honestly. We're doing Spyro for full screen. I don't know why. Drop combos. Yeah. So if you're gonna just press light, like you have to do what's called hit confirming, which means like I'm confirming that you got a hit, but it means recognizing whether or not you hit something or they blocked it. Because, right, like, opening up someone in this game is, like, a big deal, right? Because this game has a really high damage and a lot of attackers' advantage. So, you could have DHC'd there. So what that entails is, like, if you open up someone low, right, they're immediately going to hold down back. And if you just press one light and then like try to hit light again, odds are that's not going to catch them. So you've just given up like a full combo worth of damage that you got to work on. I mean, again, like strings are usually fine in this game. You just can't end on a medium, especially with Eliza. So like just like pilot into your string because hit confirming off a single light in this game is really hard. I think it's next to impossible, honestly. But like just stringing like a single light when you're just trying to confirm it and into a combo anyway isn't really a good tack to take. But I think both of y'all just need to play the game more. Just get a little bit more familiar with your characters and kind of like what their buttons do, what there are, like what's safe, what's not. Because like you guys are just pressing some real random shit, and that's fine. Like when you're learning, you just gotta play more. Because there's no substitute from just like going in quick match, going in training mode, and just smacking the buttons and like seeing what works and what doesn't. And just good mix. When you're starting out, good mix of training mode and quick match, like that'll get the brain juices flowing.
The show must go on, so you end here.
Time to wrestle like bear. Break them.
So let's see. Yeah, like see, like right there, you gotta watch what your opponent's doing. Right, they're all the way above you, and you're doing tight knuckle on the ground. D2 cancel, their special cancel. I mean, again, you guys are probably new, so you gotta play more. This stuff is just about grinding in a lot of ways. Also, I haven't seen a lot of push blocking. Yeah, so if you press 2 punches while you're blocking, you can get space, push your opponent away from you, but also make things less positive on block too. And you know, that's all allow spaces for reversals and like you to take your turn back and all that good shit. Yeah, okay, we're dropping combos. And so like there you gotta recognize that like she jabbed and then ran up at like low short. So that's like not a thing, right? That'll never, especially for Parasol, because Parasol was actually minus on her light normals on block. So you gotta recognize that like you can't just down back and be like, oh, since I'm blocking now, I'm blocking forever. You have to take an active part in the game. And you can't just be like, okay, I guess I'm blocking now, right? Because then they can do stuff like that where they're all the way, they're at Parasol jab distance away, and all of a sudden you're holding a low mix-up, which you don't have to hold. So you just have to be aware of what's going on.
Handle everything, princess.
Who's messaging
Clap
on
for
Discord?
sad loser.
Alright. Last match, we'll see. Oh man. Someone's posting fights to Facebook. How are people fighting? You can't go outside. How are people fighting?
Gentlemen and ladies, it's time to fight!
Now we're going solo Parasol. And we're pressing buttons in the middle of block string. Yeah, so in the middle of blocking, odds are, even if they're minus, you're not going to react in time to press a normal. Like, so normally that's when you want a reversal. Because like technically that like becomes a small frame trap, even though it's not. And but if you reversal right, you just invalidate that. Because it's minus, so like if they can't bait the reversal right, because it's minus on block, and then even if they like do a stagger, like then the reversal blows it up, right? So that's how you invalidate that.
Hey, listen here. Take the A train. Join the big bang.
Boat's only armored against projectiles, it's not actual armor. Still going for harder A trains. That's reactable. You gotta just react to it. Heavy giant step's always reactable. So you got it's just about. It's not about reaction times, it's about getting used to that being an option, and then you're like, okay, like I have to be primed to jump, like as soon as I see the pedal come out. It's not that hard, it takes like a little bit of getting used to. Alright, but GG's guys, we're gonna go on to our next match, which is Lopto versus Hardlight Blacksmith. I don't know, man. That didn't look like GGPO test drops, but I'd have to see because like I've been using it, and I've seen minor improvements, like minor to moderate improvements, and I haven't seen any timings are off. Huh? It hasn't changed the timing on anything for me, but I don't know. I'll have to check. But I've only seen minor to moderate improvements, and I haven't seen anything get worse. And I think I've played people who don't have it on too. And then you're the first person I've heard say that it's not great. How do you get in? You use this link. Put that link in your browser. Shove it up your ass. And then we'll go in. Yeah, I mean you're the first person so I wonder if more people say that, then I mean like it would stand to reason, right? If the frame skip's not happening, that timings would be. It's not working. Yeah, where were you putting it? Man, I love some Igloo Ghost. Y'all like Igloo Ghost? Really? Huh. I wonder. Y'all the only two I've heard say that, but... Because I was playing and I was like... I was hitting all... Like, I was doing all my hard combos, too. Like, I did like a Pain Wheel Optimal online. I did like big band assisted combos. And like, those are the ones that like... are some of my most unstable combos, and I did them. I don't know. I'll have to try then. All right. Oh, we got the bad ping. We got. Okay, so let's see if GGPO test helps with this, because this is the type of shit that's supposed to help, right? Like, Mike said he was playing Mr. Peck and it made it a lot better, so this is the type of thing that it should help, but we'll see. Ooh, 400 ping. This will be good. I don't know how much helping there is for this this shit.
Quit! Crush them!
Again, interesting teams.
Ready?
It's not
Okay, so we're just pressing random buttons. Yeah, so again, there's probably not going to be a lot I can say here, because it's just, you guys just need to play the game more. Yeah, like medium heavy, no combo. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm assuming this connection is awful, because as good as any, fix can be, it's not gonna fix like it can't make a bad connection good, right? So we'll but yeah, there's not a lot to say here. You guys need to kind of familiarize yourselves with the game more, because this is some pretty random button matching. There's not a lot to comment on here. Just go into training mode, familiarize yourself with what your character's buttons do. Kind of things you want to kind of take note of are what your character's fastest buttons are, because there's no point in a match where you're not going to be next to your opponent. So you want to know what your character's fastest buttons are, what their like invincible buttons are, what their reversals are, and then kind of what range can each of your character's moves cover, both normals and specials. And then kind of when you see okay, that's what makes a character good at certain ranges. Like we say, Painwheel's pretty good at medium ranges because she has a lot of buttons that cover those ranges in a reasonable amount of time, right? Whereas we don't say that about Philia, right? But she has a lot of fast buttons up close, and a lot of mix-up potential up close. And that's why we say she's a rushdown character, right? So that's those things aren't handed down from on high. Those things aren't just told to someone. They come as a fact of what the character's ability is. So again, just in a good way is again just go into training mode, go into quick match, and just kind of figure it out for yourself just through experience. Do we got a combo? This is the first non-ABC, but we dropped it. Yeah, we're just pressing random shit here.
No mercy.
Yeah, random air super. Alright.
Our heyday isn't over.
We're just getting started.
Another thing is I recommend you guys check out the B&B compendium. It'll be a good place to get started on just basic beginner combos, so that when you get a hit, you actually do damage instead of just doing ABC, and then you just have to ABC each other to death, kind of and flip coins for which of you presses buttons. Thank you, Doc, for linking that in the chat there. Again, those aren't going to be the best combos, but they're good beginner combos, and that's all you need until you reach a certain point. And again, it'll get you used to what a character's buttons do when you see how they act in a combo too.
Tonight. Go!
Oh, that looked like a lag drop there. Oh man, we got bird insurance. Some random ass buttons you're pressing there, locked up. Interesting. I don't know what that was. Damn, a lot of pressing crouch medium punch. Armor through BFF. I'm pretty sure that wasn't on purpose, but that's always funny when that happens. Also, yeah, so push blocking Pam was a good way to get her out, but if she's gonna end in viewer, you can just sit there and punish it. The viewer is super unsafe on block.
Sirocco, right.
Alright, we're just random DPs. Again, you gotta make sure your opponent's like moving towards where that DP is gonna cover. And yeah, not unflying. You can't block while you're flying. That's the whole trade-off. But you can unfly. You have single button unfly or single input unfly. So that's we're sweeping. Got the cross up, but yeah, too high to confirm, and I guess we're just mashing once we hit them. That was, yeah, I don't know, like jumping roundhouse and air super are never gonna be a thing that you do mid-screen, so. Just random, yeah. Alright. Hard knockdown. I wonder what even happened there. That wasn't counter hit. That wasn't, they didn't block low because the thing didn't come up. So maybe they're pressing a light and it was before the counter hit frames, or maybe they just weren't blocking. I don't know. That was super weird. I don't know, maybe they thought it was a cross-up? I don't know. That was that was super weird. How'd you get hit with that? Again, yeah, just make sure that you hold your dome, like, get knocked down. Odds are, like, you get hard knocked down, odds are you have to hold something, especially if you're not going to reversal, right? You're going to have to block, and it looks like you didn't block there. Right. While we're loading into this match, let's change artists here. Let's listen to some Scale the Summit. Alright, back in the game.
Quit! Break them!
I'm trying to only play instrumental music so that there's no, like, vocals interfering with me talking. Yeah, dude, Scale the Summit is sick. Rotate your laundry, what does that mean? Do you manually spin the laundry machine? That's the weirdest verb I've ever seen associated with laundry. I'm gonna rotate my laundry. No punish. Oh, we're just hard tagging. No punish. Oh, there we go. Oh, damn, there's a fly in my room. Or my apartment. I mean, yeah, we gotta. We're just flying around, not pressing buttons. Okay. That confirms annoying. I still drop it, but I'm on table play. Damn, these random air supers are something else, man. It's like I'm watching Sharpie play.
So bad.
Alright. You're also like, you don't have to fly as Pinwheel. She actually has a pretty decent dash. So like, don't just fly around for no reason, right? Because then they know you're going to be in the air, and characters with strong anti-air or air games can body you, like Eliza. Eliza has a pretty good job controlling the airspace. Fuqua not so much. This is actually a really hard match for Fuqua if you just fly all the fucking time and keep max height, but... So we're just mashing buttons. But we weren't mashing a reversal. Again, if you're gonna press buttons at a hit stun, odds are if you don't know what you're doing, you should do a reversal. Because they'll blow through, you know, whatever they're invincible to, they'll blow through it. As opposed to like if you press a button, you're already minus because you're getting hit, right? So like you'll get blown up if you try and press normal. So typically press something with invincibility or armor. Or both if you play big band. Is that the only armored invincible thing? I don't know what like Bella's level 3 does. And I assume there's no invincibility on Battle, but that might be the only armored invincible thing.
Strong like ox. No shot.
What combo you're going for there too? That's a weird route. Excuse me. Again, typically you don't want to land in the string in viewer. It's not safe. I mean, you just end in flight, right? Like, because at the very worst, you fly unfly, and like, I mean, they have to do a reversal to beat that. They can't normal you out of the fly. Yeah, like, I don't even think Big Man Jack would reach that high. Or yeah, if you just fly away, and you can bait a reversal, and then like medium punch them to death. Man, that was a crazy side switch on the non-OTG boat.
We will return.
Thanks for participating, Falk. Good luck with your studying. I'm not sure where you are, but I'm assuming you're close to the end of the school year, so hang tough, bro. Oh, 10. Is that a missed push block input? All these medium punches? I would hope so. And don't ask him what he's studying. He says he has to go. Don't distract this man from studying. You know what happened to SpongeBob when he didn't finish his essay, man? His house burned down. Don't be shooting the breeze with the mailman either. Nice. Very, very good. I wish we could have fancy fonts in Twitch chat for that, though. I'm not commentating on this game much. Again, it's like, you guys just need to kind of figure out what the characters and buttons do. This is looking pretty random. Again, B&B Compendium, training mode, and then a little bit of QM. Just learn you a thing or two.
Barging through. Right. Can't do that.
Oh man, we're at the timeout on this shit.
That won't.
Is that
Not bad.
Is that a better Twitch TV thing, or like a Franker Phase Z thing? Because I don't have those emotes if they are. It just looks like you posted a weird string of text.
No mercy.
Is it going to change the light? No, almost. Break out the roof. Oh my god.
I could go
Yeah.
for a dip right about now.
I guess we were winning, and then we decided to stop pressing buttons. But all right, last game. What the fuck is this?
Gentlemen and ladies, it's time to fight!
I'm just reading something my fucking friend on Facebook sent me. People ain't doing too good out in the world right now. Oh damn, this is an extra lag. You know it's bad if I'm getting it. Spectators typically get less lag because they're doing the match on a slight delay, so the game has even more time to parse the inputs. My elbow hurting. Oh yeah, there's a big ass bruise on my elbow. How the fuck did that happen? Oh man, we're pressing buttons and getting the hit off the hard knockdown. All right. Yeah, we're just ending strings in like weird places. We're taking backwards. We're getting hit by sweep. We're hard tagging. So typically you don't want to hard tag in this game. I've talked about this a lot. But like when you hard tag, they're almost all punishable. Like especially when you're doing it like that. So all it's gonna do is and you're gonna mess up your team order, and your character's likely gonna get hit, right? So now your team's in a bad spot because you're getting hit, and also it's in the wrong order. So it's typically I know I talk about this all the time, but it's true. That's one thing I'm always like, I don't know what to do, but it's like one problem this streams always face is like, we say the same shit so often because it's always someone's first time, or it's always someone that has, you know, we can't assume that everyone's heard everything. But like, we say the same shit so often, and like, I don't really know what the solution to it is. Also, that fireball cross-up's working a lot, even though he's doing it wrong, so it's like hitting way slower than it could. But I mean, no one blocks cross-up at this level. Oh, you gonna kill them both? Nah. I actually don't know what the Painful Happy Birthday combo is. I should look that up too. I got a whole bunch of Painful Happy Birthdays the other day, and then I just go into Viewer. And like, that. It's helpful that the combo I do doesn't use Viewer till the third string, but like, I mean, I don't know Painful Double Snap anyway, so it's not of much value.
How do I look?
Alright, well that's 5 games. Thank you guys for participating. Oh, I think someone left. I think someone alt F4 because, oh no? Alright. Thank you all for participating. Hope to see you again next week. Alright, so that dude said he could make the 3rd match, right? Alright, we're gonna try now. We're gonna need Dark Blue Spark versus Gr ain't cool. Jer ain't cool. But Jer ain't cool might not have this game on Steam. So if they don't have it on Steam, I'll just play or something. It'll just be faster. But Dark Blue Spark, you said you can make the 3rd match. I'm calling you out, son. Where you at? We'll give it like 3 minutes. In the meantime, if anyone has questions about Skullgirls or otherwise, you can put them in chat. Yeah, learning combos are pretty important in fighting games. I don't know many fighting games where you don't need to learn combos. At least ones that aren't like made to be like an introduction to the genre. And even then, like, I think like those games, I don't know anyone who like plays those games super long term. Like, are there any dedicated Fantasy Strike players in the chat right now? Who, like, they think that's gonna be their one and only fighting game? I mean, air to air means means hitting someone in the air. So they're in the air, you're in the air, and whatever you hit them with is considered an air to air move, right? So some moves are better at this than others, right? So like an aerial move that has a lot of horizontal range, right, isn't a very good jump in. It's not good if your opponent's on the ground and you want to jump at them and hit them with it. That's not very good. But if your opponent's still also in the air, then that's a good air-to-air move if it's an aerial move with a lot of horizontal range. And this is often contrasted with an anti-air move, which is when you're on the ground, your opponent's in the air, and you hit them with something. Then that's called an anti-air. And then we typically consider anti-airs moves with good vertical reaching hitboxes, and oftentimes they have invincibility too, because jump-in attacks typically have better hitboxes than grounded attacks, which is why they're used so often, on top of the mobility portion of it too. So that's why anti-airs typically have invincibility, especially in this game. Oh yeah, so, yeah, good question. Let's just play Smash competitively. Should just works more than that. Yeah, I mean, Smash just has a lower skill floor, right? Because you don't have to, because the moves are really freeform. Like, I mean, Smash is cool. Like, Melee is my favorite game of all time. I mean, Melee even, like, you can just, like, play Sheik or Marth and, like, kind of just space out, right? And that's, like, mostly playing the game, like, the Riot Games fighting game, yo, you know there's gonna be money in that. Like, as soon as that game drops, like, that's gonna be fucking mad bank, dude. Like, that's why, like, anyone, like, I wonder what game it's gonna be most like. Like, dude, I should, like, start playing the public build of Rising Thunder, and then, like, get really sick of it, because I bet you, like, the League of Legends fighting game is gonna be like that. And so then I'll just like cheese legacy skill and like win, like get like mad money at the beginning, and then like people will realize I'm a total fraud, but I've got like 1 riot check or something. It's like all these people playing Valorant right now who are like good at CSGO or Overwatch. Like at some point, like people who are just good at like Valorant on its own merits are gonna like come like probably like 6 months from now, and then like people who coasted on legacy skill won't be able to hang. I mean, it's like that in every fighting game, right? There's like all the top players from other games win like the first couple tournaments, and then only a few of them can hang. You know, later down the line, right? Like you saw that in Marvel Infinite especially, and like you saw that every Street Fighter, right? Not every Street Fighter 4 player is good at Street Fighter 5, only some are. But then there's some people who are just good at Street Fighter in general, right? Alright. I'm gonna call it on this guy. I'm gonna assume he's not here, and Jerry and Cool doesn't seem to be here either. So we're gonna just move on to our last match then. The only intermediate match, which is Dr. Doc PhD versus Open Lobby. So if anyone who considers themselves intermediate wants to play Dr. Doc PhD, feel free to jump in. If not, I can just play them. Apparently Doc is newly on Ethernet also. Oh yeah, you were telling me this at some point. So, you know, fear not the connection. Alright, Thunder Snow, you can get in here. You can play 5 games with Dr. Doc PhD. Man, white people are so fucking stupid. I swear to God. Like, I'd just be seeing, like, these white people in New York, hanging out with their friends, posting this shit up on Instagram. I know, like, multiple people. Like, I got like, friends who have died from this shit in Queens, man. Like, and people just, like, these white people just, like, going out meeting with their friends, like, out on the street. Like, they're in the street, like, hanging out. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, fucking crazy. Yeah, we're on the GGPO test. Oh, lobby link? Alright. Alright. Oh, red ping. Oh, no, 70. Sick. Damn, 70 ping to East Coast. Where the fuck are you? It might not actually be East Coast, to be fair.
Wait,
Alright.
Siberia is waiting.
So let's see.
Break there.
Oh yeah, these are. Oh, Peacock Brass. Decent enough team. I don't know what's going on with the Beowulf team though. Yeah, you gotta have a real zoning pattern if you don't want to get armored. Oh, but we're just doing H Brass at mid range. Oh, you told me you were in North Carolina, right? Oh damn, frame trapping into DP assist. We don't know big band combos. That's punish. Oh god, we're not punishing. Y'all need to learn some fucking combos too, goddamn. I've only seen reversals so far. I've literally just seen DPs and DP assists and armored moves. Jesus Christ. Y'all gotta like learn how to block. That's not gonna. Yeah, you have to do Timpani if you want to pick that up. All right, another DP mid screen. Grab. Oh, the reversal. And you're dead. Hey, you really like. You just gotta block, man. You can like delete their fucking character. Oh yeah, that laugh comes when a character dies as the assist. I don't know whose laugh it is. Apparently it's Mike Z's. Yeah, I think that's Mike Z's laugh or something. But yeah, that laugh happens when a character dies as the assist. Yeah. Yeah, like, y'all just throwing out random reversals. So, like, if one of you blocks, you can explode the character with a heavy counter hit. I mean, again, that's another reason why it's good to learn combos, right? So, like, when you block a reversal like that, you can actually punish them for it instead of, like, hitting them with one move, like hitting them with ABC.
Time to wrestle like bear. Crush them.
Again, round start reversal. But we're not doing anything about it, so I mean, more power to you, I guess. Do it till it stops working. It's more on Thunder Snow to figure it out, right? Because he's getting destroyed by them. Also, again, like, you're pressing jump heavy punch, like, when you're across the screen from Peacock. I don't know why you're doing that. You can just jump and not press a button. You don't gotta go full Beowulf, like, smooth brain. And Big Man's dead. There's literally nothing you can do about this. I mean, you can sacrifice, like, Phileas' health, I guess, but that puts you even further behind if, again, if the Peacock knew what was going on. Can't do sweep. Oh, and we didn't tech. Oh, we don't have affiliate combo. Alright, so if you're gonna use a grab assist like that, I don't recommend it, but if you are, you can't hit them at the same time, because then that locks them out. So you should do a low then to actually mix up. You shouldn't just do a mid. Oh man, we just don't know how to approach. It's like, yeah, this isn't even a Peacock zoning pattern. You're throwing out like one projectile at a time. And again, same side mid. I don't know about that. Oh, and the character's dead, yeah. Yeah, like Thunderstorm, you have to think about what you're doing. You're literally just pressing like random shit, like that is never gonna work. Like you have to think about what buttons you're pressing. You can't just like be like, I want to just like put out a hitbox. You gotta do things, especially because like Peacock mainly has the initiative like in any matchup. So you have to think about like what you're gonna do in response to that. So like, you know, if they're across the stream from you, don't press a button, right? Because you can just get hit. Because you can block and then slowly advance on them, and like you'll take chip probably because there's no way to not take chip against Peacock. But like, don't fucking like, don't be pressing shit that you'll get hit that you'll just like lose life for no reason.
Win gold for Mother Russia. A shot. Danger! Danger!
We're just reversing again. Okay, actual block turn. And we're not. Yep, we tried to reversal and got hit, and then we actually reversal. And you don't have your chair, so you don't know what to do, because you can't DP. You know, Beowulf has 2 supers that will get him out of any situation. Well, you can choose the right one.
Slow all yours. Glitched.
Oh, we didn't reversal there. I really expected the Gregor. And assist combo? Nope, don't have a regular combo. That's not how you end that. You have hype, like you should just do the X chair press, get the hard knockdown, and then like destroy them because you're plus 85. Didn't get there in time. Yeah, that's how you have to actually do that like fast to pick up the chair at that distance and convert. Medium chair mix up. That's hard to deal with. Alright, this should be dead if you just finish this one in the 3. Oh, but we're... Alright, we're just not finishing combos, I guess. That doesn't penguin though, does it? Yeah.
Somebody else sound a bell.
Alright.
Oh my! Fantastic!
Oh, I love this part of this song. You can just hear that 7-string chugging. Switch up the artist again. What other instrumental music is cracking right now? Ooh, the gas lamp killer. Yeah.
Gentlemen and
Alright.
ladies, time to fight.
2 more games. Round start DP gets clocked. That's happened like 3 times now? Twice now? Alright, we're jumping. We're not blocking as we're going down though. Hit there. hard tag. You can pick that up. Hard tag again. And again, just like pressing random buttons. Or, I mean, you're pressing the same button, but with no thought. You gotta think about what you're doing. Peacock typically doesn't, because she's Peacock. But, yeah. Again, we're just like not blocking. So against Peacock, you block and then go in, right? Like, so you block, and then, like, especially because, you know, he's just doing the same zoning pattern over and over again. You just gotta dash block, you gotta dash jump. You can't just like, you don't decide when you go in, right? It's determined by the pattern. No, that was kicks. Oh, that was Gregor then. That was an attempted Gregor. This is a weird combo. Yeah, I mean, you're, alright. This won't reach, but... Alright, we're gonna just punish with SSJ instead of getting a full combo. You guys gotta just, like, pay attention to what you're doing.
The world is full of obvious things.
Hey, Dark Spark. Yeah, we'll get you in after this. You'll be the last match then.
Propaganda minister.
Yeah, we can get you back in. I'll just play you so it goes faster. Alright. Last game. Let's see if we can actually get in on the Peacock this time. You gotta get through the whole, like, I know it's hard, like, Peacock's the best character in the game for a reason, but, like, you gotta do it unless you want to switch to this character yourself. Okay, we're using an armor break and move around start, that's pretty good. I mean, dash jumping's good here, so, and dash blocking, so that means you either dash and immediately jump, and dash and immediately hold back. You'll gain some forward distance, but still be able to block. Yeah, I mean, if you can't block this properly, I wouldn't recommend trying to parry it.
You got lucky.
And so that move's not actually super good on Philia, like, because if you had the range to space it out, you're at the range to, like, actually just run at them and air dash at them with faster buttons. That'll actually mix them up, because that's a mid. So, like, you're just, like, they have stuff that will be faster or just, like, hit you from that range. Or they'll just be blocking it, right, because it's the same side mid.
The world is full of obvious things.
So, like, I wouldn't be spacing with Philia Crouch Fierce. I would be air dashing in or dash up lowing, you know, or, you know, dash blocking. But, yeah, spacing with, like, a same side mid is Philia, especially one that's slow and that unsafe on block. I don't recommend it. Alright, thanks for playing, guys. Dark Blue Spark, if you want to get in here, I'll just play you and try to do my best to give meaningful critique. Although, it looks like you're pretty new, so I assume I'll just be saying the same thing I always say. But, we'll see. So yeah, if you want to get in here, just use this lobby link. What happened there? Oh, do you not have the GGPO test on? Yeah, do this. Follow these instructions. This is like, there's essentially an opt-in patch for the netcode of this game. I don't know why Mike just didn't put it. I guess because it's testing, so he doesn't know if it's stable or not. But, like, I don't know why he's gonna do this and, like, make it that people on the quick match are just gonna, like, break the game. Yeah. Follow those instructions and then try again. Again, while we're waiting on it, if anyone has any questions, Skullgirls or otherwise, feel free to ask them right now so we can fill some time. So what's going on, chat? How to into peacock anti-air? How to into what? Is it just how to peacock anti-air? Peacock's anti-air button typically is crouch short. The Karibo shoe, it actually has a pretty good anti-air hitbox. Sometimes jab can work. And also you, I mean, like, just throwing bombs in, right? Like, but if someone's jumping at you, also, like, M-bang is pretty much unpunishable if on block, right? So, yeah, crouch light kick. So, you can just do that, too, as, like, a trip guard. And then, what's the use for Philia's ringlet psych? It's used for certain resets. There's Kara backwards burst space that use it, as well as her corner vortex that also uses it. And there are certain combos that used to use it, but I don't think they're optimal anymore. But there are loops you can do with it in the corner. Alright, let's see who he plays. Solo, Squiggly. Thought by some to be the worst team in the game, Solo Squiggly. I'll put name.
Back on the beat.
But yeah, typically ringlets. What character should I pick up so people stop calling me a tier whore?
I apologize.
Robo. I guess no one thinks Robo's good.
Gentlemen and ladies.
Squiggly. No one thinks Squiggly's like high tier. Eliza. I think Kuku's bad, but no one agrees with me. Now, I don't even think Philly is that good, but because Wing Zero is like good at the game, everyone thinks she is. Alright, so yeah, you gotta block high here. Let's see if you learn. Alright. So for that, what you gotta do is, you gotta block high, and then you gotta block low, right? That's the basics of any fighting game, right? It's jump in low, right? So high then low. That timing is always a little annoying, but it's like any fighting game has to do that. I had trouble doing that in Street Fighter 4. What else? And then push blocking. If you press 2 punches while you're blocking, you'll push me backwards. It's especially strong against Painwheel, the character I'm playing right now. Okay. I missed my flying. Okay, keep doing this. Oh, there we go. There's a push block. Why do I keep side switching? Is that a Squiggly specific thing? So again, gotta block high. If you block high, that won't even side switch, right? Because you're I'm getting over you because you're crouching. So if you hold up back or straight back in relation to where your character is facing, you will block that.
Again, another.
Are stitches trendy now?
And this may be the lesson for today because I'm gonna keep doing that until it stops working.
Ready for punching? A shot. All yours.
I then. Again, you can push block the first hit, and then there we go. Yeah, see, and then the low doesn't happen. And then of course I have a DP assist because I'm a piece of shit. Okay, we're getting it. We're getting it. Yeah. I keep blocking now. When you block an assist, right, you have to keep blocking because you've just been put into block stun while my character, my point character, the one that I'm actually controlling, doesn't have to do anything. They're in idle, right? So I always have plus frames there if you block the assist and my character is an idle like that.
Crush them.
Actually, here, let's try to do this. That fast well, I think you're fast. Oh, whoops. one super rock. Yeah. You gotta press some buttons when you're next to me, right? So like everything comes up from like running up to someone and pressing like jab, right? Your fastest button. That's like what fighting games are predicated on, and from that expands mix-ups and spacing and all that good shit. So like,
Are stitches trendy now?
people bothering me about shit again. So like, you can't just sit and block the whole time and hope that things go your way. You gotta be proactive. Like there, like you gotta block, right? Okay, we're trying to air okay, but like, see there, you're just standing there and not even blocking, right? So you gotta take a proactive defense. You gotta be active in the game. Alright, there we go. Oops, that was oh, okay. Yeah, don't want to just press the random button, you want to press the fast button. So like heavy buttons typically aren't really good for punishing like small whiffs like that, you know?
All yours.
Oh, I missed. Oh, that killed me, that buff.
You make country proud.
Alright, well that's 5. So thank you for playing. Again, just like blocking high low, like that's like it's the first lesson, right? Like blocking high then low is annoying as fuck, but that's not even a mix-up, right? That's not even a real mix-up yet. So like blocking that is like the first step towards blocking like anything in fighting games. But yeah, it took me forever. Like jumping low in like Street Fighter, fucking I had trouble blocking that for the longest fucking time. So like, you know, these things just take time. But thank you for joining. Hope to see you next week. And if no one else has any other questions, I think we're at the end here. So yeah, no, I don't see any questions. Twitch has been pretty dead actually. All right, cool. So peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name has been Kenji. Some people, you might know me as Show You Ramen. This has been Skullgirls Get Gr8. We're here every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, and also on Wednesdays at I believe 5 p.m. Eastern. We have our tournament. Be great. You can tell how much I watch this fucking stream when I'm not on it. And that's a tournament if you want to, you know, play Skullgirls, but with stakes, with your pride on the line. And sometimes there's small amounts of money. So, you know, do that shit if you want. If not, you know, again, thank you for watching. Thank you to all our participants. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the Discord. Feel free to DM me on, you know, Twitter, Steam, Discord. If you have any questions, and I'll do my best to help. And with that, I'll see y'all later.